then we pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill, Extreme Tech. We're going to do another Salad AI earnings video, kind of look at the jobs, some of the different stuff I'm seeing. I have 28 rigs running right now. They're all running on Windows 10, so it may look different if you're on Windows 11. Yeah, it's been acting really kind of weird. So here's our last video. I made $40 that day. That was amazing. I literally woke up in the morning from everything, all my 15-minute blocks being at like 40 cents to literally in the morning when I woke up, all my blocks were at 20 cents. So this day it wound up being $34.35 because I had a couple hours there. We're still doing decent. But I basically had like 2 straight days where it was struggling to break 20, 25 cents for those 15-minute blocks. And then today it's time for me to make another video and bam, you got like a $39 day. So today looks like it's on pace to be pretty good. So we'll see how all this goes. But if we look at the last 24 hours, it says last 24 hours I made $39.52. So you got a big spike here of 53 cents, and then here we got two at 52 cents and 52 cents. So it looks like it was all running really solid. And then right now, I want to say about 20 minutes ago or so, it looks like I had a bunch of jobs end. So, this next block is gonna be small. I don't know how close it is to actually publishing the numbers for the next block, but when we look back later, we're gonna see like I'm not doing as good as I was doing. It's on the decline down now as all those jobs finished, and we'll see if it gets jobs. I will say with the current update 1.7.5. Oh my goodness, this feels so much easier for me to like check and see what's going on and figure it out and like, am I in a job? Am I not in a job? Like, what's going on? So much easier to start trying to wrap my head around some of this. So, liking the new update so much. So, last 30 days, if we look at it, yeah, man, it has been all over the place. Just inconsistent. Terrifically inconsistent. Like this should be a straight line. Straight line. Is that straight? I don't know. I can't even tell. I'm reclining back in my chair a little bit, so yeah. But yeah, this is just up and down all over the place. Some days lots of jobs, some days not very many jobs at all. But let's see, I'm on 28 machines now. I imagine by the end of the day tomorrow, I should be back up to 30. So if we go into the machines and start taking a look at it, I got everything here in order. The 2 on the bottom that are out, I should have, I have the motherboard and the new RAM, so I should have the new CPU for this. So I'm going to try to film how to build a salad rig from scratch. We'll see how all that comes together. If that video winds up looking like garbage and I'm not happy with the quality of it, because I haven't done a video like that in a while, probably just going to throw it away, because like my down view camera is right there to right there, but I have a monitor there now. So I don't have a real good setup spot to do it in right now currently. So I'm probably going to try to do it with my phone and see how that goes. So hopefully that video turns out good. And then for this 3090, we're going to go into the YouTube comments from the last one. So Bleach 500, temps on a 3090 spike to 160 Fahrenheit. Sometimes it gets stuck, and instead of spiking up the right down, it will hang and make a flat plateau for a long time. Get stuck at 160 cc. So this one, the temperatures on it are all screwed up. The fans are shot. It has 1 working fan out of 3. So the new fans are ordered. I just figured I would turn the machine off. I know for sure that's what's wrong with it. It kept shutting off every day, and I'm like, why is this thing shutting off? And then I decided to do some investigating and actually look at it this morning. It was probably like 12 hours ago or so. I decided 13 hours ago I was looking at it. And yeah, two of the fans aren't working, so it only has one fan working. And because only the one fan was working, I don't think the fans were even engaging on it. So like even being idle, it was like spiked up real bad. I had to download MSI Afterburner to get that one fan to start working, but it wasn't able to cool it down adequately enough. So I'm like, you know what, we're just going to shut it down. Fans are ordered. They're going to be here tomorrow. So I'm going to try to make a video on that too, how to replace the fans on a graphics card, because I have not actually done that yet. So I don't think it's hard. I think it's actually like really simple and really easy, but it's a video I literally want to watch, so it's a video I'm going to make, because that's kind of how I look at this, how to make content. Like, I want to make content I would want to watch from an angle I'd want to watch it at. Like, I'm going to literally YouTube how to do it, so when I watch it and do it, I'm going to then film myself and add my own takes to it. So, but then again, too, like, I don't have an actual workstation area set up for me to film stuff like that, so I'm probably going to try to film it in the kitchen, and we'll see how it goes. If I don't like the way the filming turned out, I'm just going to not film it. Or, well, I'll film it, and I'll just delete the video, but I'm going to try to make those 2 videos on how to do real tech stuff on this tech channel. not just reviewing what my current progress is on the Salad AI. So if we start getting into the 28 rigs, there are some couple things in here in the rigs too. I'm going to say some of the weird stuff I've run into. Oh, it is so nice having this here too, trying to figure out what is going on with some of these, because a lot of them just finished like 10 minutes ago. Let's see, this one says it's active in a job, but that says it's not active in a job. That says that job finished, and it says it picked up a new job. Yes. It just picked this job up a couple minutes ago. So the one job had ended, and it just picked up a new one. So that is really nice. Oh, man, it's so nice being able to have this. Because it wasn't in a job, and then it said it was looking for a job, and now that it's in a job, it says it's in a job. Wow, it's amazing. Like, it's how it should work. All I need is them to fix this earning stuff so this is correct. And the correct amount that you're actually earning is showing, you know, just some kind of metric that's somewhat accurate that I can figure out, you know, like about how much am I making. I don't care what you're telling me how much I'm making per minute or per hour or per day or per year. I can calculate that out in any variety of ways. I just need to know about what it's doing, and then I can extrapolate all that other information out. But this is a 20-core PC. It's running a Xeon chip on a X99 motherboard. It's a server chip on a server motherboard with 128 gigabytes of server RAM, RTX 4090. And it looks like it is doing $4.81. So that is really nice. That's part of the reason it says right now my profitability is at like $40 a day, because all 3 of these are probably running. So this one right here, 20 cores, 128 gigabytes, RTX 4090. This one's doing $6.15. It should normally be the last one in here that it shows. It has all these things in here for these microseconds. It's not necessarily, this could possibly be the $5.47, but because it says I'm making $40, I'm going to assume everything is actually running the bigger job, because it says I'm making $40 down 2 machines. So it says I'm making almost twice what I was yesterday with 1 less machine than I was running on yesterday. So, yeah. So I'm going to assume it's $6.15. I can go through and double check specifically if I want to. Say I was looking for a kind of job. Okay, so this one is 20 cores, 128 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4090. This one is currently calculating. Boo. I don't know when this one last got a job. I haven't checked in a while. It says, no, I checked yesterday. And it looks like it was probably running yesterday, but it's not running now. So it is nice to be able to look at this and have an idea. Oh, makes life so much easier. Because now I don't need to go through and troubleshoot all this. Is something wrong that I need to fix? No, it's just looking. And I know it's just looking. It looks like it's fine. So it's so nice. So let's go to the next one. AMD Threadripper 1915X. 16 cores. 64 gigabytes of DDR4, RTX 3090. This one is doing... This isn't a job, right? No, it says it's looking. It says it is... Sales looking for job. This is weird. I guess some of the 3090 jobs must have ended. The huge 3090 job in there forever. So, I haven't seen a 3090 calculating in quite a while. So that's a little weird. I think the 3090 right now in Salad is probably the best card to have. Like, you know, for ROI and profitability and like uptime. They seem to always be running right now, whereas the rest of the cards I have, everything else seems to be very hit or miss, but the 3090s have just been running real solidly through. Like, the 3090s have been running more consistently than my 4090s have. You know, probably 2 to 1. You know, yeah, because the 3090s have all just been running straight. I mean, even if you just turn the machine off and turn it back on, it'll find another job normally instantly. So... I imagine this will probably pick another job up here pretty soon. But yeah, 3090s right now look like they're probably the best card. So let's go to the next one. This is 12 cores on, let's see, this is also on the X99 motherboard. So this is basically the bc/pc.com combo kit. So this has the 64 gigabytes of RAM. I did add in the RTX 3090, but you can basically buy this setup from bc/pc.com from Brandon Coin's store. The only thing it wouldn't come with would be the 30. Well, it wouldn't come with the 3090, the hard drive, or the power supply. But it makes it pretty easy to do when you get the motherboard, the CPU, the fan, and the RAM. Makes it pretty easy. So I think once I get everything done tomorrow, I'll try to do another video out in the server closet and show you guys what that looks like right now too. I haven't done really a whole lot out there since the last one, but those videos do really, really good. The closet, whenever a company comes over, I show them the closet. I don't really... You know, my office is cool. I can show people my office, but like really, really proud of the server closet. So that's cool. So, yeah, what was I saying? This is doing $2.62. Looks like it's on version 1.7.4. So it still needs to be updated. It's in the middle of a job, so I'm not going to update it while it's in the middle of a job. I'll wait till this job finishes. I was talking about the BC/PC combo kits, I think. I think I was done with that. Yeah, I finished that thought. Hopefully, somewhat coherently. Yeah. 3090s are good, man. So let's get to this next 3090 machine. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090. I'm assuming this one's actually doing the $2.62. I don't think it's doing the 18 cents. I'm assuming it's just reporting it wrong because this is broken. So we're going through Windows PowerShell because the actual Salad app itself, it's not telling you in here like it's supposed to. This is broken. The reading it is broken. You can see here how it's broken. Like, it's telling me 10 different totals that I could be making right now. So it is what it is. Hopefully they get that fixed and ironed out. I mean, they're making progress on some of the other stuff, but it does seem like whenever they fix one thing, like, you know.
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
You know, they fix one thing and 2 more things break. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, I want to say, I think it's probably making $2.62. I could, if I really cared, I could go through and double check by taking the number in here. I guess we can take a look at it real quick. Why not? What else are we doing? So let's go here. Settings. Settings, is it here? Yeah, so we're going to look at machine ID 863. So let's go to the last 24 hours. Now this breaks it down. This is weird. Instead of breaking it down in 15-minute blocks, this is now breaking it down in full hours. So 863. So this machine is doing 10 cents. So it's like $2.40. If it's 10 cents every hour, you multiply it by 24. $2.40 a day. So yeah, 242 I think is what it says, right? Let's see which machine are we on. This one? I think it's this one. Yeah. It's supposed to be 262. Looks like it's about 242. So it could be the 262. Maybe I'm just not calculating it right now. No. I don't know. 242 is about what it looks like it is. So yeah. Let's go back and look at that again then. Because it was up here way higher. It was on way more. That 22 cents. That bigger one is, what is that? 0.226. So it spent half the day doing $5.40. And then it spent the next half of the day doing... Well, I guess it would be more because that's 0.109 times 24. Yep, that's a 262. So they rounded up, stealing 0.4 of a penny from me, or whatever, 0.4 of a penny. But yeah, that's right. I'm just not carrying the decimal place far enough to get that. It's because that's almost 0.11 cents. Not 0.10 cents. So the math adds up. So I like, man, the new update, being able to double check stuff like that, makes this so much nicer and easier. So this one's a little bit nicer. This is 12 cores, 96 gigabytes of memory. I think I do need to take all of my 3090s up to 128 gigabytes of memory because this 3090 says it's making $3.62. This one said it's for the last like 2 weeks, I want to say, this 3090 has been making more money than my other 3090s have. So this is the only one that actually has more memory in it right now. A bunch of them had more memory in them before until I decided to take all the 4090s up to 128. And everything more scattered around. But this one right here, we can see in kind of proof of concept, like, this one's making more money. It has more memory in it, so I do need more memory. Even though the cap for the memory is supposed to be at like 30, which you would actually need 40 because you need 10 gigabytes of memory for your system. The cap for it's actually supposed to be at like 30, but we can see right now this is using 54 gigabytes of memory for this job. So which you probably, or 55 gigabytes of memory. So you probably... It might be able to do that with 64. It could probably do that with 64. But if they're actually using, if they paid for more than that, though, this is probably like a custom job where they paid for more. So it's not even on the actual pay scale. They contacted Sal and said, hey, we want something that you don't actually have listed. We want to pay for more, which they have that ability to make custom jobs. It's fully in there at their discretion to make custom jobs. So if you have a machine that's better than what it looks like the minimum requirements are, like you can, or better than what it looks like the maximum requirements even are, look, you can make more on a machine that's better if somebody says they want something that's better. If somebody's like, hey, I want 100 cores and I'll pay for 100 cores on the CPU processor, you know, if you have some crazy like epic machine, like if someone says they want to pay for it, they'll pay for it. But if it's not in the system, then, you know, I mean, I don't know if I'd want to be running epics on Salad just because from what I've seen so far, like your CPU does not matter for Salad at all. The vast majority of customers are paying for 1 to 2 cores. You know, your $1.30 jobs and your $2.40 jobs, they're paying for 1 to 2 cores. They're not paying for anything more. Now, when you get into the jobs that are like $4 or $5, you know, if it's not just high priority, there are definitely instances where people are paying for more cores. So, like this one right here looks like they are definitely paying for more than just two cores here. They're paying for quite a couple. I don't know if this is them necessarily paying for all of the cores here, but this looks like they're paying for a lot of cores. Because I got a lot of core movement going on. So, good job. Good job. So having better stuff can be better. It's not necessarily better, but it can be better. So, all right, let's go to the next one. So 12 cores, 96 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4070 Ti. This one is doing $1.16. So this is like the bottom of the barrel, as low as that one can go. Paying for probably 1 core and 10 gigabytes of memory. Boo. Take go to the next one. Yeah. All right. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4070 Ti. This one's only $2.62. So I have like the more memory. I have the more memory on these two, and it doesn't look like it's making a difference. Whereas I think if I took those two 32 gigabyte sticks out of these two and I put them into the 3090s, I think the 3090s would be making more. But I'm not gonna putz around that hard. I'm gonna leave these at the 96. I'm just gonna buy more memory probably when I get back from vacation. I think probably in like February is my thought right now. I'll try to buy a bunch more memory in February. And then I'll work on upgrading those. So let's go. This next one, 12 cores, 64 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4070. This one's shocked and amazed it's in the job. Almost never runs a job at all. Looks like it's doing $1.30. That's amazing. This is probably the single worst card I have for Salad, this RTX 4070. It's a nice card for other things, but Salad, nobody's paying for the RTX 4070. Nobody wants to run it. This card is idle almost all the time. This machine will sit calculating for a week at a time before it picks a job up. So right now, this is my machine that I am the happiest when I see it gets a job. Let's go to the next one. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. This one is Salad is looking for a job, so that's nice. This one looks like it finished. Oh, I don't know. That's not. That's when I checked before, I think. So yeah, it says it's looking for a job. Kind of thinks the 4060 Ti's aren't doing better on here right now, because like that's kind of what I want to be getting, I think, but we will see. Let's go to this next one. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. This one is... It looks like it's in the job. This is saying 10 cents. I'm willing to bet this is actually at $1.30. Let's take a look and see. Earnings, settings. This is F86. F86. So I'm going to say, That was a different job. That looks like it was reporting basically the exact same. Yeah. So let's... So this is a little bit harder because this is a different job. So this is going to be... These are going to be incomplete timelines. It didn't run for that whole hour. I don't have a whole hour of time that it ran for. The other one would have been $2.40, which this other job in here that was making $2.40 here is registering $1.30 in here. Wow. Oh, it's so broken. It's so broken. I guess that's in my benefit, though. It's paying me way more. It's reporting in here that I'm making $1.30, but they were paying me $2.40, right? $2.62? Yeah, we just looked at that. We just did the math on that. $2.62. So, yeah. So this is probably doing $2.62 right now, even though that's not even listed in here in the options. Any of the numbers it's showing. Oh, gotta love Salad. Gotta love it. So yeah, there's a reason they have this turned off. We're backdooring into it with the Windows PowerShell thing. The code to do this is going to be the command you type in is going to be down below in the comments. So if you do want to double check and maybe see what's going on with your stuff, you can do it too. So this is 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. This one says it's doing $1.30. I'm gonna assume it's doing $1.30. It could be doing $2.40 though. I mean, I'm definitely making way more than I thought. So one other thing with this too, somebody was posting in the comments, we don't do the Windows remote desktop. We're doing the Google Chrome remote desktop, but this is, we are creating a virtual display which can screw up your VMem and your virtualization and can crash Salad. It does happen. It happens all the time. It's actually happening way more now than it used to. When I first started doing this, I thought it was really, really rare I would drop a job. Now, almost every time I do this, it does drop a job when I do it, but half the time it picks another job up within like a minute, so I don't necessarily notice. But I have seen that when you use Chrome Remote Desktop, it will drop jobs. Sometimes. It's not always going to do it. It depends. Like if you're at like 100% CPU usage and you try to Chrome Remote Desktop in, it's not going to like it. So it's just something to be conscious of. Because I'm running so many machines, there is really no other way for me to do this. I wish they had a better monitoring system so I didn't have to do it like this, but it is something where you can run into issues with. See, it's not in, I have the last video up that I did with the comments. It's not in that one. I don't remember which video. I think Google does, or not Google, YouTube does this awesome thing where like, if you subscribe to the channel and you hit like the bell, it'll probably tell you when the new video comes up. If you're just randomly watching these in the feed and you're not subscribed, instead of it showing you the newest video, like I think a lot of people watch the video from like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, not realizing that I do a new video like every 2 to 3 days. Like, let's see, what are like 30 machines doing? Because I look at the YouTube numbers to give myself reason and motivation to want to keep making more videos, but so like a lot of times I'll get comments on like old videos. And I'm like, okay, and I can't always find the comment, but it comes up in my notifications. I can find it. So, but it's just something kind of interesting that I noticed that I don't know, may or may not apply to anybody. If you're watching this and you want to see more, subscribe so it shows you the newest one, I guess is my point, because there's somebody else who does salad videos, but YouTube will only show me his salad video once it gets enough views. So it has to be a month old for Salad to show me his update video. But I don't want to watch his update video from a month ago because I don't remember what was going on a month ago. I'm not categorizing this in my head like that. I'm categorizing this in like 2 to 3 day blocks, and what are the trends I'm seeing in these 2 to 3 day blocks. Are trends going good or are trends going bad? I don't remember trend from 2 weeks ago, how trend from 2 weeks ago was going, much less trend from a month ago. But, yeah. But because YouTube never recommends that I watch any of his new ones, I don't even think about going back and watching them. But if you are watching this and it's old, it's December 16th. If you're watching this and it's old, subscribe to the channel. You can see the new ones when they come out. See what's really going on right now. So, what I'm saying in general. So, let's see here. We are at 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. This one looks like it, I don't think it was in a job when I first started, but it does look like it did pick up a job. Who knows how much this thing is making now? You know, those numbers are all over the place. So, let's take a look. Settings, scroll down. This is 325. This is kind of nice. I'm liking being able to do this. Now, granted, it would be much nicer if I didn't have to do this. If I could just tell. Oh, who knows? Ooh. Yeah, I guess because it just picked the job up, it doesn't know. Because it wasn't in a job. These look like 10-cent jobs still, too. Yeah, it's probably just on 10 cents. Boo. That's anticlimactic. I was really hoping this was doing way better. Yeah, because this looks like this was all like 10 cents. So, yeah, the last one, it could be 18 cents, but probably 10 cents. I'm assuming that's probably just a 10-cent job. Boo. Let's try and see. Does this one get another job? This one says it's doing $1.92. Nice. This is i7, 8 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. So if this is doing $1.92, they are paying for more memory. Even though they're not using the memory right now, they are paying for it. So this should still be the low priority job. They're just paying for more. Because it would be the medium priority job. This should be like $2.40. So they're paying more on the low priority for probably more CPU and memory, even though they're not using it. That's what I want to see. I want to see people paying for more stuff that they're not using. That makes me happy. All right, let's go to the next one. i5, 6 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. So it looks like it's doing $1.30. It's the low tier job. That's pretty much what I expect. I expect all of these machines to be doing $1.30 or not running. But $1.30 is pretty much my expectation for all of the rest of these 30 series cards. The cards are all kind of going in order. We start at the 40 series, 4090s, 3090s, 40 series working down. And then it's actually the 30 series working backups. 3060s, 3060 Ti's, 3070s, 3070 Ti's, and we end with the 3080s. Let's see here. So this is i7, 8 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. This one looks like it's probably doing 10 cents. I'm going to assume right now with what we just looked at, the last one's doing 10 cents. I was thinking a lot of these were going to be doing $1.30, but that 10 cents might be what it is. This is i5, 6 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. Is this one active in a job? This one is active in a job, and it looks like it's probably been active in a job the whole time. One of these, I don't remember which one it was. One of these I was checking, and when I logged into Salad to check it out to see if it was in a job, Salad was logged out. So it's something you may want to keep an eye on too. Being able to look at the GUI is important, not just looking at this. My WXL file said it was like 3 days old. And I was like, wait a minute, why is my WXL file 3 days old? So I brought this up to see what this said, and it said it was not logged in. So it probably wasn't logged in for a couple days. I probably updated it and then forgot to, because I scroll through everything like this when I do it, and then I'll go back and re-look at everything again when I close it, and I probably updated it and just forgot to finish the update and then restart Salad again. So, my fault. Most likely. That's my guess. But I don't remember which machine it was. I thought we were going to actually... I thought that machine was going to show up more. It was going to come into play because it wasn't going to be active and I was going to see it. So I don't remember which machine it was. Because I had to check that 45 minutes ago already. So, but that was something I did see. Again, you can see it in the WSL file, but I don't normally worry about the WSL file until it's 48 hours old. 2 days. I want to see the WSL file be 2 days old before I'll start messing around with it. I have a video, if you go to the channel, up in the top in the recommended videos, what to do with the WSL file if it looks like it's frozen or stuck. So, alright, let's go to the next one. This is AMD Ryzen 5, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. This one looks like it's doing $1.30. This next one, 12 cores. It's X99 Xeon motherboard, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3070. It's doing $1.30. Next one, i7, 8 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. Not running. This one looks like it hasn't been running for quite a while. Doesn't look like it's been running for about 4 days. Yeah. I probably could. No, it's an i7. It's like I could throw it on Warthog, but it's not a Ryzen. Because it's an i7. This literally won't do anything on Warthog. Even if Warthog goes to the moon, stupid. Well, it's not that old of an i7, but yeah, it probably still won't make enough to cover electric. It'd probably still just better just sitting here idle, not doing anything. I would say with the 3070s, if I would go through and redo all this, I don't think the 3070s need 64 gigabytes. Very, very few people are paying for the more memory on the 3070s. They will pay for the more memory on the 3080. For the 64 gigabytes, they will pay for the more memory on the 3060 and the 3080. And then the 3090 may be worth having like 128 gigabytes of memory in there right now. The rest of the 30 series cards, I guess like the 3080 Ti and the 3090 Ti, you probably also want to have 3090 Ti. You probably want to have 128, and the 3080 Ti, you probably also want to have 64. And 3060, I would want to have 64, and just everything else, I would say just put 32 gigabytes in there. You don't really need to waste it unless you have it. I have a lot of these are all kind of scattered around because I was just going on Facebook Marketplace and buying whatever DDR4 RAM I could get my hands on for quite a while when I started this. And because I had a bunch of the motherboards and I had the GPUs, but I did not have RAM. I mean, I have a bunch of sticks of like 4 and 8 sticks of RAM, but 4 sticks of 8 is only 32. So it's not, so some of these machines probably have, that's why some of them have 32. They probably have the 4 sticks of 8 because that was the best I could get to. But yeah, like 4 sticks of 4 aren't really doing any good for salad, whereas for like a rig mining Ethereum, 4 gigabytes was plenty. It's overkill. So, yeah. So that machine's not working. Let's get to the next one. AMD Ryzen 7, 8 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. Is this one also not working? Boo. So this one probably could go on Warthog right now. If I did want to spend the time to do it, I could probably put this on Warthog. I imagine it wouldn't be like crazy profitable, but I'd imagine I'd probably still be making like, I'd maybe be making like 50 cents a day, I want to say. Because the price of Warthog doubled when I was doing it since I did all my initial Warthog testing. I kind of stopped on my Warthog testing because I was like, it's too much electric. And then a lot of what I had is just too old. You know, it's 3700X is not really going to be like the best kind of thing to be using on it. But this should do all right on that, though. I'd imagine it would do pretty decent. But if it picks up a job where it's making $1.30 on salad and it's only using, like 10 cents a day in electric, then I don't know what it would be exactly for the electric. I should know. I threw it out there and now I don't remember. I'm averaging about 10 cents a rig, but that's with half of them not running. So, yeah, I need better metrics for all that. We've done a bunch of videos and gone in depth on the electric usage, so if you do want to watch videos on electric usage, you probably got to look through them. I don't think I have those pinned up on the top. I think those are buried more down below to find videos on specific electric usage. All right, let's go to the next one. I don't want to talk about electric usage. This is probably one of my weaker points of things to be talking about. What I do know, though, I guess I can say about it, my 28 to 30 rigs at 15 cents electric usage is about $300 a month. So it works out to being about $10 a day for 30 rigs. If I'm doing, like right now, where it's over 40 cents, I'm probably doing closer to $11 to $12 per day in electric. But when I'm at $30 per day or below, I'm less than $10 a day. At $10 or less per day. for electric usage. So, yeah, is it fair to average out my 4090 rig on a 20-core CPU and my 3060 rig on a 4-core CPU? Well, you know, that's up to you to figure out. You know, I just average it out because I gotta have some kind of basis to average. So they're not all the same. But all right, anyways, let's get back to this. i5, 6 cores, 32 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3070. This one looks like it's currently not running. Yeah, no. It stopped running about 3 hours ago, and Salad says it's looking for a job. Really nice when it's not actually running. Take a look at this just to double check to make sure it says it's looking for a job, just to make sure that it's not logged off. So, alright, let's go to the next one. Let's see here. i3, 4 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. This one is doing $1.30. Next one. This one's actually doing pretty decent. It's been doing pretty decent for a couple days. AMD Ryzen 9, 5900X, 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 Ti. I do want to try this one on Warthog. So if this thing stops mining for a couple of days, like this one was pretty bad about not wanting to run there for a while. So if this one goes back to not wanting to be rented again, I'm definitely going to try to put this on Warthog and see what it can do. Because that's probably one of the nicer, newer AMD chips that I have. I think that 5900X isn't that bad on Warthog. So with that 3070 Ti, I mean, I could probably, you know, the 5900X is still going to max out with like a much lower chip, you know, with like a 3060 in there. But I think it could do pretty decent. I don't know if it's going to be making more right now, though, than the $2.19 with the real low electric usage from Salad, though. You know, because right now we can see I'm at 7%. Ooh, wow. The highest we've seen here is 7%. We'll stare at this for a second here. For this $2.19. You know, it's not a perfect way of looking at it right now. It is currently active in it. But I took my eyes off for half a second. 7% is still the most I've seen here. So this $2.19 at relatively no electric at all is kind of hard to beat. Really hard to beat. So I still really like Salad much more than almost everything else, just because the vast majority of time when your machine's rented, it's not burning much of anything. You'll get some jobs that'll be, you know, you'll get annoyed because you'll get like some like $1.30 jobs that are super intensive where it'll be 100% the whole time and it'll be like, oh, this one's dumb. And then you'll get jobs where, you know, probably not on this card, but, you know, like the 3090s, you'll get jobs where you'll be making $5 where, you know, you won't see any usage in here, so you're not burning any electricity. So, very little electricity. It shouldn't be that hyperbolic. But anyways, this one's doing pretty decent right now. $2.19. It's been doing this for several days. It's still on version 1.7.4. So it's been on this job since version 1.7.4 or a little longer. So it's got to be 5 days at least. About 5 days. Can't be more than 5 days though, because I must have lost. I think I lost electricity 5 days ago, maybe. Because that says it only has an uptime of 5 days. So this one only has an uptime of 4 days. Going to the next machine. So AMD Ryzen 5 3600, 64 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3070 Ti. This one looks like it is currently inactive, and yes, it's currently looking for a job. Salad is looking for a job compatible with your hardware. So let's go to the next one. Another Xeon processor on an X99 motherboard, one of the BC/PC.com combo kit boards. 64 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3080. Oh, not working at all. So if this does not have a job tomorrow, you know what? Let's take a look at that real quick. Let me bring this up on here. I'm going to bring it up on the other screen and then slide it over because I want to see this. So we'll look at this together. Newegg trade-in program. All right. put this right here because we got one more machine left to go. So right now, the RTX 3080 is still at $321. So I should be able to buy RTX 4060 Ti 16 gigabyte card for about $420 to $430. If it's on sale, it might be less. Christmas is coming around, so I might get lucky enough to find one on sale. I don't want to scroll back up because I don't remember if at the top of that screen if it says my name or anything. Don't want to dox myself. So, not that it really matters. It's not hard to figure out who I am. I bet I've been using the ExtrmWill handle. God, what year is it? Since it's like 1998 maybe, or 99, probably 99. I don't think it could have been 98. I think 98 I was using Wilhelm. Yeah, so probably 99 I think I started using the ExtrmWill handle. That's why it's spelled really funny like this, because this is the one I was able to get back in 99. So I've been using the same handle like forever. So luckily, I think they've scrubbed a lot of the really bad stuff I used to say when I was younger off the internet. But good luck Googling and finding anything other than my gaming channel. But yeah, yeah. So I don't remember what I was saying. But yeah, it looks like I could probably still trade those 3080s in right now and still get a decent price on them. What about what's the price on those 3070 Ti's? 3070 Ti's is $261. I did try trading one of the 3060 Ti's in. I did it too close to when I did the other one because you only do like one at a time, and it won't let you start the next one like the next day. I guess if I'd emailed them after I got the refund, they might have let me do it, but I was like, I think I'm just gonna keep the 3070 Ti because I was looking at buying another graphics card, and I was like, I don't want to sell the 3070 Ti for $260 because I think I wound up buying. I didn't want to sell the 3070 Ti for the $261 because I wound up buying a 3060 where after I paid for the shipping and the tax and all that, I think I wound up paying like $240 for it or something. And I was like, for another $20, I'm just going to keep the 3070 Ti because I wasn't at 30 graphics cards at the time. But the 3060 brought me to 30 graphics cards. So, that's what I'm going to need to think about a little bit more. But I probably will just to get on something newer. Just because that 8 gigabytes is completely useless. It's just trash and useless. It does me no good at all. Absolutely none. So, yeah. So we'll see. I'll do something with that probably. But I think I should get one more GPU before I start trading everything in, I want to say. Because I want to have... Well, I guess I could do it. I guess I can do the trade-in, and I don't think I have to ship it out until I get the new one. I could probably get the new one, install the new one, and then ship it out. I think I can, because I think you have like 2 weeks to finish everything. So, and normally when you buy it, you get it within like a day or two. So, I'm gonna have to look into that. We'll leave that for another video. Let's get this last one done, and then I'll be done and stop rambling so everybody can get back on their life. So this is an i3, 4 cores, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3080. Is this one also inactive? Oh. No, this one's a job. Oh, it's in a big job. It's in a big one. $2.84. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish I had a way to actually verify that though. It's only been in the job for 4 minutes. No, it's not in the job. No, it's 3 o'clock. It's not 2 o'clock. That's weird. It said there was nothing. Did I check it? Did I start checking everything? Yeah, I guess it's a 40-minute video. Yeah. Oh. It wasn't a really good job for 4 minutes. Boo. I got all excited for nothing. For nothing. Yeah, so this one is currently, then if we go here, it is looking. Say I was looking for paddle job for hardware. Boo. I don't know what happened there with that 4-minute job then. I don't know if it, ran it for 4 minutes and finished it, or ran it for 4 minutes and canceled out. Who knows? That's how salad goes sometimes. That's how a cookie crumbles. So, yeah. That's that. Let's see here. What did the last... It wound up not being too bad. I think I wound up... Even though a bunch of those jobs finished, it picked up a bunch more jobs right away. So the 15-minute blocks right now where we were checking it there should have been about 34 cents every 15 minutes. That's about $34 a day. So, yeah, I guess if that's... Is that 2 of the 3060, 2 of the 4090 is running, 2 of the 4090 is running. I guess I'm down a 3090 because that one's waiting for fans. And then, yeah, a lot of them are at like 10 cents. Like a lot of them just not running right now. A lot of them just finished their jobs from up here where like everything was running here for a while. That was nice. Nice. And then not as nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, come on back. I'll see you in the next one. I'm probably going to go over to the gaming channel and live stream some... what is that game called? I just started playing it, so I'm not very good at it yet. I'm terrible at it. Marvel Rivals. There's a whole bunch of characters in that. I haven't figured out a character I want to play yet, so I'm probably going to do 3 or 4 matches, see if I can find a character I enjoy playing. Yeah, probably live stream some of that over on the gaming channel. That's the ExtrmWill channel. That's where the YouTubing all started, and it's... We'll get some action going on over there a little bit. The live streams, for some reason, I don't know if it's the way I have it set. I probably have it set up so they don't necessarily post up on the wall on the channel. If we come in here, talk YouTube baseball. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's see. Where's my channel? Here's my channel. Here it is. No, that's 4 years ago. Never mind. That's Marvel Avengers. Oh, here it is. Here's the here's me playing. So I guess I can show up in the For You, but it's not showing up in the videos section. If you do want to see something really, really good, ExtrmWill gives the best man speech. I think that video is amazing. And then I did one on my car. My cool car. Yeah. So I have another channel with other stuff if you're bored. If you're not bored, you don't want to, I totally get it and understand. But I am putting more content up on there, trying to work on it, not just completely delinquent it. This channel is like 7 or 8 years old, probably. Whereas the tech channel we're on right now is much newer. Let's see. Let's go back here, back here. I'm going to stay on salad. That screen's supposed to stay here. So, all right. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing. So, hopefully you guys are doing good. If you're playing some real cool video game you like, leave it down in the comments down below. And I may, if I get bored enough and I'm not overworking myself to death into the ground, I may check it out. I do have a bunch of games that I want to play that I wind up being too tired to play. But I'm going to... It's 3 a.m. My bedtime isn't technically until 4 a.m. And I'm off tomorrow. So, but I do plan on filming a bunch of stuff. But I'll probably wind up staying up really late playing video games because that's just kind of how it happens to go. So... yeah, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, come back. I'll see you next time. Peace.